Well, today I would like you to introduce you to a very, very talented individual that we had the privilege to have him as a student in our college. His name is Radoslav Papai, and he's from Slovakia. So, Radoslav, would you like to tell us your story?
Oh, sure. Hello, my name is Rado Papai, and I'm from Slovakia, from Europe, which is a really small country in the middle. And one day I just decided, after I finished my studies back in my country, I decided to travel to United States, where I decided that I'd like maybe to stay longer. So the best option for us, for me and my girlfriend, was to go to Canada. And the thing what I did was I decided to study again because I just felt that I'd like to do something more creative. So that's why I decided to study graphic design here at ITD.
So Radoslav is actually a very, very vivid example of a person who went to university for a long time and then decided to go to a vocational college to actually learn how to work. He spent at least 5 years at university to get a master's degree, and we're not joking, like this is his bachelor's and master's degree from a well-known university in Slovakia. But even after that, he figured that he may not be employable. That's why he came here. So tell us your experience about ITD Canada. Did you actually learn how to work here?
Well, to be honest, I was really scared at the beginning when I was just checking the pictures back from my country. Like, people are drawing over here and doing crazy things in Photoshop and Illustrator. So I thought at the time that I'm not ready for that, but I just decided to take that opportunity and take that risk, and I came here, and I had just one term of drawing, but I think it really helps me, and now I'm drawing every single day. I really feel the improvement in my drawings, what I couldn't even imagine that I can create something like that.
Yeah.
And speaking of Photoshop and Illustrator and these kind of programs, well, I had like Photoshop 1 and 2 back in my country in university, but I really can feel a really huge difference between the education back in my university and over here, because here people were trying to explain me everything from kind of practical side.
Point of view, yeah.
So it wasn't just like theoretical explaining of the tools and stuff like that, but every time we created something, it was made from scratch. We went outside, take pictures, then came here back to school. Then we were working on the projects together, get some opinions from my classmates, get opinion from the professional people from industry. So I think that's the main difference, like the approach of the teachers, approach of the students. You know,
yeah, of course, we're a vocational college. We're geared toward getting you a job, not giving you a lot of theoretical information. But anyways, I have to tell you guys that on the day that Radoslav was showing his portfolio, I specifically had amazing feeling. His portfolio was breathtaking, dazzling for the lack of any other word. He's a little bit shy about that, but every single person's heart was beating. He had a project that was actually picturing Granville Street, and still after a while I remember that because it was just about a year ago when he went and did the portfolio show. As a matter of fact, his work was so good that he got offered the job immediately after for co-op, and he's been working ever since for the co-op. So just very briefly, tell us, how was your experience at ITD? How would you place us in your life? Like, tell us, did you feel comfortable? Was it hard? I want to know firsthand from a student's point of view, how is the student's life in ITD Canada?
Well, for sure, as I already said, it was a big challenge for me, for myself, because I didn't have experience with those things what I love the most right now. What is the drawing and painting and mixing the media together, mixing the traditional art with the new media. So that's the thing what I was scared of, I think. But in the meantime, I just realized that I'm so thankful for that, because even it was hard for me to learn, and it took me a lot of practice, especially in the Granville Street. I remember the day I was working almost 24 hours on the portfolio, like in a row, day and night. I just took a break for eating and for drinking, and that's it. I was working 24 hours. So now I can really feel that it gave me some kind of advantage in my life at all, because now I can choose the jobs from many other industries. I could try to get a job in gaming, I could try to get a job in advertisement, I could try to get a lot of other jobs, because here I think I got a lot of skills which could be matched together in many other industries and could be helpful for people. So I'm really thankful for that.
Yeah, well, but now, unfortunately, we get to the sad part of the story. In my opinion, as a Canadian, Radoslav is more qualified than anybody to have a job and work and stay in Canada. Unfortunately, last year, the federal government decided very single-handedly and completely unfairly that they do not grant the postgraduate work permit to non-degree granting institutions that they are private. So they excluded our graduates for no reason. We've been fighting with this forever because we think it is absolutely unfair, and the output and the result of what you see is actually an evidence for that. I actually encourage you to go take a look at Radoslav's website. We're going to put it under the video right now. And then you can see his job. He's more qualified than anybody. In fact, I think he's more qualified than all of those master's and bachelor's degree students to get a job here. Unfortunately, based on a bad policy, to say the least, they denied his request to stay in Canada as a postgraduate work permit. And that is something that breaks my heart. And I mean, for a while, we've been fighting with this, and even the court stopped hearing about this because of the bad practices that the lawyers did and all that. However, I feel for our students, specifically Radoslav, because I do believe in his work. So tell us about your feelings when you got that rejection letter.
Well, you know, you come to different country, you pay a lot of money for education, you feel that it really helps you to get a job.
And you
So,
did get a job, like you
I
have
got
a job.
My girlfriend got a job. She also had a master's degree, and she worked as a project manager in one bigger company in Vancouver. And so we were just waiting for a decision because we applied for a post-graduation work permit, and we didn't get approval. So, you know, we had apartment, we have everything here, and now we had to go home.
So unfortunately, it's a big slap on the face for absolutely no reason. Even Radoslav employer is willing to continue hiring him. There is jobs for him, and as we speak, like before this video, he was telling me that he's getting job offers one after another, but he has to leave the country. So for me, what it comes to is that I have to look after our students one way or the other, and I have to put my money where my mouth is. So I decided to finance Radoslav to actually fight this decision, and we're going to go talk to a lawyer this afternoon, and hopefully we're going to find a way to appeal this decision. The ITD Canada is going to pay for that because we do believe that we have talented individuals here. We have really good quality graduates. I don't even think graduates from other institutions that they're public or degree granting are even match for our graduates. They possibly are far behind whatever we're doing here. And I can take on any challenges with that with our graduates. But anyways, the whole reason for this is that we wanted to say that this is unfair, and we're going to look after Radoslav. Hopefully we get a good answer from our appeal, and then I will share it with you.